Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Quick Brick Games, where we talk about all the latest in TT Games' LEGO series. And today we're going to be talking about LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga as usual right now, and we're going to be talking about the Switch version of the game specifically. So LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is a game coming sometime this year in 2020. We still don't have a release date for it yet, but it is probably going to be coming soon within the next month or two, I'd say. I'm kind of expecting it to come in June, in the middle of the year. Could come earlier, could come later. Again, if it came later, it would definitely be on the next-gen consoles, but right now we know that it is coming to the Switch, it's coming to the Xbox One, it's coming to the PS4, and the PC, and I believe that's it. It's not coming to 3DS or anything like that. I think 3DS is on the way out. But we had a trailer for it back at E3, revealed at Microsoft's press conference, E3 2019. And then we finally got a trailer on the 20th of December last year on the release date of Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. And there we finally got a new trailer which just showed off some of the cutscenes, just a brief little 2-second clip from each movie in the game. So we got a clip for Episode 1 all the way through 9, which was pretty cool. It was just under a minute long, just a little tease. So we still have yet to get any gameplay, which is kind of unfortunate. But there is a new little article, I guess there was an interview done with TT Games. I don't know when this happened, but someone from Nintendo Everything. So a link to this article will be in the description. It's really short, really brief, and it's pretty interesting. So they got to interview a couple people from TT Games. Again, I don't know where they did this at, because as far as I know, there hasn't been any Nintendo Switch events lately, but trust me, this website is reputable and it seems to be legit. So let's go ahead and talk about what they say about the Nintendo Switch version of the game, because this is from a Switch focused website, or a Nintendo focused website, I should say. So first they interview James Bergen, or Bergen, I don't know how you say his name, but this is his full words here as it says in the article, talking about the Switch version of the game and developing for it. So he says, "It's been really good, actually. The first build we had on Switch ran like a dream, so it's great. With the new technology, we started off and had that in mind because Switch is one of our biggest platforms actually in the US, so we really want to do it justice on that platform." So there you go, that's what one of the people from TT Games says. So seems like they already have a build of the game running on the Switch, which is kind of interesting. I don't know, I'm not a game developer, so I don't know fully how all this works, but I don't know if that means that maybe the final game is pretty much done and they've got a build of it and now they're just kind of polishing it up until it doesn't have any bugs and stuff like that, and they're going to keep coming out with new builds, or if this is just kind of in the middle of development and they have the game running on Switch. I don't know. It's hard to say how far along this game is since we don't have a release date yet. But he does talk about the new technology, so this is the new game engine which we've talked about on this channel, and he says we've had that in mind because the Switch is one of our biggest platforms in the US. So it's kind of interesting. The Switch is one of their main platforms. I guess that makes sense. Probably a lot of younger kids have the Switch, and of course the LEGO games kind of cater to younger kids a little bit, so that makes sense. And so they're talking about the Switch version, and there's going to be new technology, so they gotta have this new engine, which the new engine is probably created mainly for, at least with the next gen consoles in mind, I would say, because this is the engine they're going to be using to develop all the LEGO games in the future, in 2021 and beyond. So it's probably kind of focused to run on the next gen, but of course it's running on this gen as well. And the Switch is kind of behind even this current gen, PS4 and Xbox One. So if they can get it running on the Switch, I think that's pretty great and pretty interesting. So moving on, we're going to talk about the second person that they interviewed, which is Arthur Parsons, which is a guy on Twitter. You can actually find a little bit about him. I'm not sure about the first guy, but they talked to him about the Switch version as well. So let's go ahead and run down exactly what he says. He says, "We love the Switch. We love Nintendo. TT Games loves Nintendo, right? If you go back to the original Star Wars games with the Complete Saga, which is one of the first games that I worked on back in 2006, those games in Indy 1, that kind of stuff, they were on the Wii and the Wii U. So pretty interesting there. So this guy is a long-time TT Games dude. I mean, he's been with the company, 10, 15 years now, if he goes back to 2006. So that's pretty crazy. So yeah, the Complete Saga was on the Wii. Had a pretty good version. Didn't look, as nice as the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions, obviously, but it looked pretty good. And then he's talking about Indiana Jones 1. It's cool that he referenced that. I'm hoping for a new Indiana Jones game with the new movie. But anyway, so he's talking about how they support the Wii and even the Wii U, which is pretty cool because the Wii U was a failure. So let's go ahead and move on back to his quote. He says, "TT has been really good about doing the same game across all platforms without having to make it so much worse because we've been doing this for a long, long time." So there he's talking about how experienced they are. So it seems like they're going to be running the Switch version without compromises. And of course there's going to be lower resolution, stuff like that, but it definitely seems like it's going to be very much the same game that you're getting on Xbox One and PS4 on the Switch. Let's continue on. So he says, so the Switch, that's not a challenge for us. Yeah, there's different technical hardware and the software things with all consoles, but we work hard to make sure the experience is as good as it can be on all platforms, including the Switch. So yeah, that's it. That is it for this little brief interview thing that we got out of Nintendo Everything. So it seems that the Switch is not a challenge, which I think is pretty impressive because the Switch is, so much less powerful than the current consoles, and then it's going to be even less powerful than the next-gen console. It's not even going to come close, so the fact that it's not even a challenge to get Skywalker Saga running is pretty interesting. But I know some of you guys were concerned about, the Switch version, how that's going to run. I'm assuming it's probably going to be 30 FPS, and it's probably going to run at maybe like 720p resolution. If the game's really demanding, maybe they'll run it at a lower resolution. That's not unheard of on the Switch. I believe like Yoshi's Crafted World from Nintendo, that's even an official Nintendo game, so they know how to develop for the Switch. Even that game ran at like 576p. It actually ran in standard definition, which is pretty crazy. So I don't know if that's going to be the case for Skywalker Saga, but we'll have to wait and see. But for any of you Switch fans out there, it seems the game is going to be fully optimized for the Switch, and it's not going to be an issue at all. So very cool. If you have a Xbox or a PS4 and a Switch, I would obviously get it for the Xbox or PS4 unless you really cared about the portability of the Switch. But anyway, the game's going to run great on Switch. So that's basically going to be the video. If you guys are excited for LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, or anything else LEGO, we're going to be covering other LEGO games as those come up as well. Be sure to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. It really helps me out, and comment what you think of this news. Are you excited for the Switch version? It seems like it's going to get a lot of care from TT Games. Are you excited about that? Or do you not care? I mean, personally, I don't really care that much because I'm going to be getting it on Xbox One, but, it's good news for the Switch owners. But anyway, that's going to be it. I'll see you guys next time.